Hi Leo, I hope all is well. So this is going to be your March reading. If you're new to my channel, welcome you to my channel. But what I was going to say is that if you're already subscribed, and if you're not subscribed but you're checking my readings, I welcome you to subscribe to support the channel, and just to at least give back some gratitude towards my energy and the readings that I'm doing on the platform. If you have checked the other readings, you'll find that I do check-in readings throughout the month as well, so it's not going to be only this, but this is your general overall feel. I'm not the traditional tarot reader where I put out every 10 hours or every day a 10-minute clip reading, just reading tarot. I actually channel energy through, and I also focus on yourself. So if you also check this astrological week that was uploaded just yesterday, that will be helpful for you, and there's readings there for your signs as well and affirmations, but you also get a sense of sort of the energy and channeling and readings that I do, which are very intuitive. And I would check out every couple of days. There's definitely stuff that's coming out, whether it's a short or a video, you'll find something. Please do check your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs, because 1 month or a reading may be more relevant for you. If something in this reading doesn't resonate, you don't have to take it. Continue watching, because it will be that there's specific messages for specific people. And having said that, let's get into your reading now. I did take some notes on some things that might be relevant for you, and there was dealing with a fire sign. We'll see if it comes in the cards as well. Knowing your angels or guides hear you, answers are coming in. Someone may be stalking your Instagram. Surround yourself with good people. Someone's thinking about you, but they're not ready to reach out. Planning a trip or going to plan a trip, and possibly a new love interest. And then when I was meditating this a few minutes ago, before I started your reading, to really just ground myself, I felt, I saw a red apple. So that might be significant to someone. Someone might be eating a red apple. It was just a red apple. And because the way it was like so alluring, I saw also then Snow White. And when I saw Snow White, I saw, you know, the witch behind it that's dressed in black, and she's got grey hair, she's got a big chin, and she's got water on her chin. I saw that as well. But this apple then went from just me seeing just the apple to the whole scene of Snow White. But the apple was very significant. So there might be something in your life that represents the apple. You could be eating an apple. An apple might be a sign of the good totems and messages that I'm giving you today. So do look out for that. If I get anything else, I will be letting you know. Let's dive into your reading. Recent past for Leo and all Leo placements. Anyone drawn to the reading, please, spirits. 9 of Swords. So something has been really in your head, really causing you anxiety, possibly depression, really worrying you, maybe keeping you up at night. I don't know why currently I'm getting with this card. It could be to do with a person or something, but more so it's like you feel lonely. Like I feel the person feels like what surrounds them is just very cold. Their bed is cold. The warmth from their bed is gone. And it could be a person, but something there is felt. It's not only the heaviness of the mental energy. Clarifying the 9 of Swords. If another sword card comes out, I would say it could be that you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra or Aquarius. The Devil. So There's a couple of things that could be here. I'm going to get another card to clarify. Ace of Wands. I feel this could be someone that you've dealt with. Some of you, this is going to be a very specific message. Some of you have dealt with possibly a fling, or people or someone around you that you feel you had a toxic attachment to. And this person might have just been interested in physical things with you, and maybe that's what's come to light. If you was also only interested in that, that's fine, but there's some kind of obsessiveness here, and that's with the Ten of Swords is what I'm feeling. It's not very healthy. This could also be a bit karmic. So I'm wondering if at the moment, with Saturn in play, this is your recent past, not your current, but with Saturn in play, if you've got a lot to do with like career, family, love, commitments, and it could be around toxic and karmic contracts that have already actually started to be resolved for you. The destiny and karma strings are at play basically, but when you know, we're always at that stage, but it is significant with Saturn for you, especially if you're rising, and that divine balance and genuine inner power is more than anything. So it's kind of like playing the cosmic field. And I would say, you know, we're going to get into your current energy, but just in terms of karma and toxicity and letting go and things being resolved, also make time to go play and have fun is coming through. So let's look at your current energy for Leo and all Leo placements. Five of Cups. Okay, I wanted one card and I got 3 cards out. And I'm gonna put them back. I'm aware of what the cards are and see what comes out. There was the Justice card, which tells me that maybe what we were saying about, you know, some karmic contracts and stuff is at play. And we've got the 3 of Wands. So you've got the 5 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. And I feel this is saying to you, and we've got the 10 of Wands. I feel this is saying to you that you really need to release some things. You need to release a burden here, and don't cry over it. Don't look at what you've lost. It's time to move out of this. Release this heaviness. Move out of this to go forward. Now, with that Justice card, what was coming up was the 6 of Pentacles as well, which means you move from the 5 to the 6. This is the 5 of Cups, so it's emotional, but you're moving, and that would have granted you a delivery. And we're not going to read on that. We're going to read on the 3 of Wands, which is really about creativity, stepping out, creativity, looking on the horizon. Where do you want to go next, Leo? Do you know where you want to go next? What's your plan? Are you thinking to move your environment, to relocate? Are you looking at a new job or network or team to work in, or a different department to work in? What are you looking and focusing at here with this? That's what I want to focus on, because we're going to let go of this 10 of Wands, this heavy burden. You've come to a completion. There's a breakthrough here. This could be the promotion into another department if you've been working on that. This could be the breakthrough of a new collaboration. Don't forget, we've got the Ace of Wands in the recent past. I also feel with the 10 of Wands, it could be a good time for a vacation or a staycation for you. If some of you are feeling a bit burnt out, treat yourself to something nice, Leo. You deserve it. And sometimes life can be really hard on us. And when I say staycation, vacation the world, so take a little trip around the world if you can, if your finances allow you. But just going back to it, life can be hard on us, and those moments is super important to be kind to ourselves and make time for self-care. And it's funny, I find in those moments, fear and stress tend to kick in and you actually neglect yourself. When I say you, I find that I've done it, and I think we as society tend to do it, and we go all more into 10 of wands of burning ourselves out because we're like, no, I've got to get this, I've got strain here, I've got strain here. But you need to be kind to yourself, and your mental health in this recent past is more important to get recharged and get some perspective on what this new is that you want to get past this 5 of Cups. And here we go, the world is here. You are closing out this cycle. You're closing out this cycle. You could be taking a trip, like I said, take a trip, take a staycation. Something in your life has run its course, and it's time to move on and surrender. With this 5 of Cups and the World card, this is telling me that this 5 of Cups has come to an end. So is this 10 of Wands. It's a good card because it's a completion. So after that, there's a breakthrough. Okay, but it can also mean it's been very heavy, burdened, and you're burnt out. Okay, but like, surrender and stop holding on to what no longer works for you, and allow the next path, this path of looking on the horizon, to stand, to come forth for you. And maybe that's what the apple was, to be honest with you. You keep biting on to something that is toxic for you. You keep being allured into that, and you're not moving past the 5 of Cups. Maybe you take a few steps, but let the world, let this cycle close and the new reveal itself to you. I'll pull another card. Queen of Pentacles. So something you've been waiting on is getting closer and closer, and it won't be much longer. You're like waiting on results, some of you. The Queen of Pentacles is actually somebody who's looked after themselves, has their wealth and their abundance, and really is unshakable. It's an earth sign, and you could be dealing with an earth sign, but you do have all the elements here. You know, you've got Capricorn quite strong. But, you know, there's also like Virgo and Taurus, but you've got fire sign here. You've got less on the water sign, but you do have Scorpio, Taurus, Leo and Aquarius, the very fixed sort of signs, which is your own sign. So you are having a breakthrough here. Keep your feet on the ground, as I say that, the Empress. So Aries, not Aries energy, Taurus and a bit of Libra is coming through again. Keep your feet on the ground and focus on what truly matters to you. There's nothing much else to talk about, to be honest. You've done enough talking with whoever you need to talk to and pour emotions out. It's time to be in silence and stillness and honor your beauty and divinity with this. I want to see if a couple of the cards come out, like the Star card, the Temperance card, anything else that I would represent around those sort of energies. And if it does, I will let you know. But take some time out. Take the time to understand what is some of the growing that you've had to do, and that we all need to accept that the growth must occur before the breakthroughs and the leaps and bounds come. And the world is telling you it's closing out the cycle because a new one is coming and delivering to you. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, burdened, burnt out, you need to take that break. The leaps and bounds will work once you take the time to honor your growth, and must take time between now and, you know, over the next couple of weeks, over March ideally. It's a March reading. If you find this, I forgot to say at the beginning, at later date than March, then it is timeless. It's specific energy channeled. It's not the time to make 1,000 decisions. Just slow down with this. Get clear and ground yourself. This Queen of Cups needs to pour back into her cup. And the Empress has poured back into her cup, whether you're masculine or feminine, and is abundant, is radiating that abundance. And when I mean abundance, I don't just mean money, I mean abundance of beauty, of even physical health, of vitality, of love that surrounds them, of their spiritual groundedness. You know, so it's really about your aura, your well-being, your mind, body and soul are aligned in this, and you're radiating the beauty externally and internally. You're feeling a bit more, your cups are filled. I said I wanted to see if the Star card, the Temperance card comes out. So absolutely some time out, some healing time, ground yourself, get a perspective, step away from anything that has been toxic for you. I think that's really important. And you could also be dealing with an Aquarius. I'm just going back to the apple. Don't let that apple allure you, okay? If some of you resonated with this in the recent past, if not, the apple is going to be a signification that you have taken this time out. Once you do, and you are filling your own cup, and the apple that I saw in the beginning is again radiating, it's red, it's pure, it's let go of anything around it, that was in the background, anything that was surrounding it, you know, it's filled up again. And that's why I say, if you see it, it's going to be a significance for you. Any apple picture, word, get out into nature to have a little bit of a break. This Star card is still talking to me. I've not channeled every energy that's coming through with the Star card, but it's exactly what I've been saying. I wanted the Star card to come out, and it's come out. Two of Wands. This is about decisions coming through for you. You could decide to travel because the World card is here. This is in the near future. Partnership, and you could have a choice of a couple of partnerships. It could be around money and finances. That's what I'm getting strongly. So making more money, let's just talk about the Ten of Wands and the Two of Wands and the Pentacles, in case, because I feel this could be for some of you. Making more money for yourself and making a name for yourself is great, but if it's burning you out, you need to take time out. And also being able to enrich people's lives is immortalizing your legacy. Money can make us happy and helping others, but helping others succeed, and in turn receiving the praise and seeing the change you're doing, the rewards from that is going to make you happier. You can do that when you fill your own cup. And you are noble, you always are and have been. And you don't want to shine if you have to shine alone. And you don't want to try and shine if you're actually not feeling like it. You're feeling a drag, because you won't be authentic. You need to take good care of yourself right now. Take time out if you need to. You will always be taken care of. That's what I feel with the Empress card as well. And if the Temperance had come out, I would have said you're angelic protected, but you are with the Star card as well, because I said the Star or Temperance. So there is a protection surrounding you. If you're feeling, I'm dragged through the hedge a bit here. So there is protection around you, and the good karma is going to always come to you. I've spoken to that a bit at the beginning. Be a person of value and always keep to your words. I want to get a clarification on the Star card, and I'm being pulled to another deck. The Star card is what I said, but I feel there's other messages coming out as well in additional to that. Your readings turned a bit longer. Adjacent door of possibilities. Look at that. As soon as you let go, you fill your own cup a bit, and it doesn't have to be go on vacation or isolate yourself for a month. Take a couple of days out. Take a weekend. People have weekends. Some of us only have one day. Some of us maybe balance our days where, you know, we're working a bit less on a couple of days, but we work all days. We're all in different sort of corporate life, non-corporate life. So adjacent possibilities are coming through for you. 6. I'm feeling a soulmate connection might be coming through for you, for those of you that are not in love. As well as the adjacent possibilities. Angel of balance, we mentioned. Exactly what the Star card is telling you to do as well. My light's gone off. 1 second. Indecision. I feel this is telling you don't go back. Keep going forward. Don't look back. And that's, if you do, it's going to cause you the indecision. And to be feeling all tied up, overwhelmed, not able to make a choice. But that's in your own head. And it's a number 5. It's a number 5. You need to make the change. The 5 of Cups, move away from it. You need to make that change. And you will find making that change easier. That brings in the adjacent possibilities once you take a little bit of time to fill your own cup, if some of you are feeling burdened. Number 5, again, attachment, similar to the Devil. It seems like the cards are repeating itself. Staying away from the Devil energy, the attachment, whatever is, yeah, the cards are just repeating the messages. Yin and Yang, balance yourself. So I'm going to pull you a couple of these cards, see what we get. Leo or Leo placements, please. I'm not sure, did you have this in your last reading, dissipating? Where you are procrastinating a little bit. You're in your own sort of boxed thoughts, and they are causing you to possibly not see things and take action in the way your quest or journey is calling you to take. And I mentioned in that about the canary as well. This dissipating and gossip is coming out a lot. So action and heart chakra, which is really about Pisces, we're releasing. And then the next one is Aries, action. Forgiveness. Forgive yourself. Forgive anyone that's, you know, if you've been dealing with someone toxic, forgive just so you close that chapter and move on. And also when you take this little bit of time out, forgive yourself. Do not worry about rejection. I'm not sure if you had this card as well. This came out in some of the readings as well. Another one repeated. Don't worry about rejection. Don't worry about putting a how others are going to see you, if some of you are feeling that. Let's get you a spirit animal. remember I said about the karmic contracts, and I said, but go out and play. You've got the dolphin card, which is ultimately about your inner child, about going out and playing. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. This is where also exhale fear, exhale thoughts that are keeping you held back. Dolphin card, play. That's your totem for the month of March. If you liked this, please do give this a like, a thumbs up, and do check your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs, and come back and check this reading throughout March, because you might find that something gives you an epiphany, a breakthrough in terms of your past, current and future energies of these adjacent possibilities and things coming through for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading, Leo, and I'll see you in the next readings. Take care of yourself.